Hey guys, MacOSXHD here, and I'm coming at you guys with a pre-review over the iPad. I looked at it, I found all the research, I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions on what the iPad is going to be and what it can accomplish. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and if you guys subscribe, I'll have some giveaways with multiple winners, so please rate, comment, and subscribe, and enjoy your content. Thank you very much. Now we're going to talk about design. The iPad features a 9.7-inch LED backlit IPS display featuring pixels of 1024 by 768. It is also fingerprint-proof like the iPhone 3GS. It features a 1 GHz custom Apple A4 processor designed by Apple themselves. Features a 3G and Wi-Fi version, and it comes in capacity of 16 gigs, 32 gigs, 64 gigs. And it features an accelerometer, ambient light sensor, and Bluetooth 2.1. And this will run on AT&T's 3G network for $30 a month, just like the iPhone. Now we're going to hop into the features of the iPad. It is a revolutionary iPod with touch controls similar to the iPhone and iPod Touch experience. It browses the web better than a desktop computer. Supports viewing content that is HD quality, for example as YouTube. Runs all iPhone/iPod Touch applications natively. It has iBooks now, competing with the Kindle to read books on your going. It has customizable home screen, as you can see in the photo right here. You see that in the background you have a picture of a lake in the mountains and etc. Similar to Snow Leopard in the fact that you can have a desktop instead of just a black screen like the iPhone. Hopefully this means this will go to the iPhone as well. Now, it also has a brand new calendar app and Maps app, and it has special development for applications exclusive to the iPad. And this is where I think the iPad is going to shine. And this is because the iPad is a bigger screen, better hardware, and is more reliable hardware than the iPhone 3GS. I believe the apps and games are going to be far superior, and this is where the iPad's going to shine, because the iPhone was not meant to just be all about the apps, but the people guide where Apple's products go. I don't think Apple knows exactly where this is going to go, but with what Apple has chosen to do, I believe that they put the thing in the hands of the developers to make great applications to make this iPad worthwhile. And I agree, and if they impress me, maybe I'll purchase one in the future. Now, configurations. There are two types of iPads you may buy. You can get a 3G version and a Wi-Fi version, and they come in three varying capacities: 16 gigabytes, 32 gigabytes, and 64 gigabytes of flash storage. Now, the 3G model does look a little bit different. It does have a black rubber thing on the back, similar to an iPod Touch, due to the fact the 3G radio needs to get signal in there. But really, it's just between the Wi-Fi and 3G and the three configurations: 16 gigabytes, 32 gigabytes, and 64 gigabytes of flash storage. Affordability. I think Apple did a good job subsidizing the price of the iPad due to the fact that the data plan for the 3G is only $30 a month. I think they worked really hard to get the price down, similar to an iPhone, and the people that are going to be using this are going to be munching up data. So I have a feeling that they did this on using AT&T's network, which they are pretty bogged down by only everybody in the US having an iPhone. But I think they did this because in the future the iPhone may go to Verizon and Apple will have some more weight on both sides instead of all the weight on AT&T. Now, the iPad starts at $499. $499, that's a great price for an iPad. I thought that everyone was speculating it'd be almost $1,000, similar to MacBook. But it starts at $499 for a 16 gigabyte version. The 3G 6 gigabyte version starts at $629. The 32 is $599 for Wi-Fi, $729 for 3G. The 64 gigabyte is $699 for Wi-Fi and $829 for 3G. And I believe that the sweet spot for me would probably be a 32 Wi-Fi if I was interested in buying this. Now, this is probably the hardest thing to predict of the iPad. What will it be good for? I think that what this will be good for is in the hands of the developers, like I said earlier. Like the iPhone. The iPhone is able to do pretty much anything now. There's nothing that can stop it due to the fact that the developers have created great applications and Apple has gave them way to create applications. And they finally started listening to the customers who have been telling them to do this for a long time, and they ended up getting a lot of money from this. I think the iPad has even more of a chance to be better because you have better hardware, a bigger screen, and it just creates an overall better experience for the user to be using this. Now, doesn't it seem a little awkward? Yes, I think it's kind of awkward to hold a big slate in front of you in public. I don't know. People can make you drop it. I don't know. I don't see where Apple is going with this, but I can see where they can go with this, and the fact that it also comes with a dock accessory where you can use the keyboard on it and just stick it on. I think the iPad would just be a great thing for developers to create, to build on, and create a bigger product than what Apple has made it for. Usually Apple products are guided by what it can do in the future, by its potential. Now, this is going to be the hardest thing of all. What do I think of it? I think the iPad is a great start. Now, everything Apple comes out with, it always gets better and better as the generations go on. Similar to the iPhone. The iPhone 2G, in my opinion, right now, looking back at it, it kind of sucked. There was nothing good about it. In the end, it was just a pretty looking iPhone with a few little features. But I believe the iPad is a great start. I'm kind of disappointed there is no iSight camera because I could see myself using this as opposed to just playing games on a big screen. Now, I do think that the iPad will get better as it goes on. I think I might wait until the next generation for maybe a little price drop or maybe just a better overall deal because I don't really see the point in me getting this because I do have a MacBook Pro and I do have an iPhone. So I don't know if I need this. It's just in the between and I don't really need an in between. So yeah, I think the iPad's a good start. I think Apple did a good job with this. They did better than what most people thought it was going to be, but I am kind of disappointed that it did not include an iSight, and that probably would have made me want it even more. So yeah, this has been macOS XHD. Please rate, comment, and subscribe for giveaways, guys. Come on.